Wasn't going to do today's reading at all. The energies have been whack, and I took the time to just take care of myself. I'm sure a lot of you have probably been feeling the energy, and it was pretty intense for me. So hi, I'm gonna do I'm just gonna do our regular reading here. I'm gonna do the 4 items that you guys can choose from. And I'm not doing personal readings. My energy is way too pulled, but I do need to do our daily reading for today. And clearly, when you're on with me energetically right now, we are connecting. So it's no doubt that if there's something that you need to hear specifically, like the messages that go out, they're all for all of us anyway, right? The daily readings. But clearly, if you're in the live chat with me, I'm going to be connecting with your energy. So if you have something that you desperately are trying to find an answer to, or an issue, and don't be in my chat if you don't want me to pick up the energy, because I will pick it up. And whatever I choose, whatever the cards, it's going to be having to do with the people that I'm connecting to. So if you don't want your stuff coming up in the chat, you shouldn't be here. It's the way it goes. So I'm gonna put you guys down while I pick our cards. First of all, I'll show you what you're going to choose from. You're going to choose from, which ones do we want to do? Okay, I guess we're getting a wild card. So, Laser Light Quartz. You can do this if you want. You can do this by zodiac. You can do this by, 2 people. You can do it any way you want. A, B, C, D. I pick, 1 and 2, or, this is them, this is me, So clearly that's how I'm going to do it. This is me, this is them. So if you want to do zodiac, there you are. So Laser Light Quartz, Smoky Quartz Crystal, Amethyst Spear. This is a double spear, actually. This one's really cool. I like it. And this is Howlite. Okay? So those are your choices. And then this is going to be the wild card. Okay? So I'm not going to, I don't have a secretary. I'm not taking, like I said, I'm not going to do private readings in this. I'm just doing today's reading. So thanks for being here. This will be for all of us. Okay? So let me put you down for a second. I'm going to talk to you for a second. My friend, my soul brother Juan, he just figured something out for me, and I think it's really cool. Like I said, the energy's really intense right now, and it's been rough. For me, the dreams that I've been given and being shown things that were really upsetting, and I needed to take care, and I was in a really bad place. And I don't mean falling apart crying, I mean that angry, pissed off, and no one would have wanted to see me or hear anything I had to say. So it was good for me to take the day off. And I got myself together, and then I did a private reading, an hour-and-a-half private reading, and then I just went to upload it, and I stumbled upon my brother Juan's page, and he was doing a live feed. So I got a message too, and it was really cool. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to do my reading live. I've got to get it out. Hi. I'm going to get it out. And in this way, if you guys are here connecting with me, you will get more of a specific message for you in the reading. Okay? So we're going to work with the Universal Love Deck. We're going to work with the Fairy Oracle. We are going to work with the Faerytale Oracle. We are going to work with the Divine Circus Oracle. So those are the messages that are going to be coming up. And get ready for the numbers that you've chosen for your specific messages. So I'll repeat it again for ones who are popping on. Okay, that. And I do it live because I'm connecting with you energetically. So I'm picking up what you guys need, right? And Spirit knows what we all need, but whoever's in this chat, you're going to be getting an extra connected message because, woo, I guess it's the top one because you guys are here. Okay. So, here we go. I'll say it again. Hi. Why did it pop up on my thread? No idea, dude. It just did. Guess you're lucky. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. the messages that you're going to be, the items that you're going to choose from for your messages. Laser light quartz, smoky quartz, amethyst spear, howlite. Okay? I'm just trying to get in my room. Hold on. Okay. We will start with, and then we're going to be using the angel answers. So this is kind of like you'll get yes, no, you might get a time frame. You might get, it's very short. It's just very short, specific message, but it's helpful because a lot of us are really interested in time frames for things, and I'm asking for clarity, for truth, for balance, for highest good, for everybody involved. I'm asking that the energy be protected. I'm not accepting any negative energy. Anybody that comes across in a negative way, if you guys see it, point it out to me. I'll block them. Otherwise, I'm asking that Spirit only allow positive, happy, light-hearted energy in. Okay? So here we go. All right, here we go. The first one, laser light quartz. First message you're getting is going to be from, I wish I could turn this around. Oh, I think I can. I can! Yay! I like this. Okay, the Trilogy of Light. Okay, the number 3 keeps coming up, first of all, so we're going to talk about the fact that the number 3 is talking about the Ascended Masters being with us. Sorry, this is kind of wonky. There. The Ascended Masters are assisting us at this time. It's also, for me, whenever I see the number 3, it's always full circle completion in some aspect of our life. So that's what I'm looking at first. We're seeing a Trilogy of Light here. Moving up, I see a lot of, the color yellow is talking about your solar plexus. It's talking about your ability to create. I have the ability. I am capable of doing anything I set my mind to. My possibilities are limitless. That's what I see when I see the color yellow. We're connecting to the divine masculine, clearly. There's a lot of healing with the green around here, and there's a lot of passion as well. So with all of this going on, this is about creation. This is about our ability. When I was saying we have the ability to do anything we set our mind to, we have the ability. And this is showing you ability in an abstract way, creation in an abstract way. It's kind of like the higher self dropping down into us, becoming a part of us. So the message for this particular card at this time is telling you that right now the wheel is in motion. And I find this interesting. If you're still there, Juan, I think that was the last message he spoke about on his live feed, was the wheel. And we like to see the wheel because it's like destiny. It's kind of, that's when Spirit steps in. And that's kind of like, you're not waiting on anybody else to do it. You're not actually going out there and making something happen right now. It's happening. It's in motion. This is Spirit moving things forward. So the wheel has been set and it's moving. And there's some kind of an idea that's been floating around. Hey, you! It's been floating around in our subconscious mind, and it's about to surface. You know when you get, I'm gonna turn you around. You know when you get like I do this a lot in my readings, and I've got a song in my head, or I've got a thought, and I'm like, oh, it's like it's floating around there and I can't pull it back. That's what it is. You've got an idea that's floating around in your subconscious mind, and it has to do with creation. So you're about to discover what it is. So pay attention over the next few days, 3 days specifically, because I see the number 3, to what comes into your mind, and don't push it away. What are you saying, Brett? It's a scientific fact that the subjective observer's mind affects our objective reality. Alrighty then. Whoops. Okay, my cat's having a temper tantrum right now. So pay attention to the ideas, whatever they are. Don't push them away. Don't make light of them. Hold on, I gotta lift my cat up and put him on a chair. Don't push them away thinking they sound ridiculous or that's silly or that could never happen. Just allow is basically what I'm getting right now. Yeah, lay down. Come on, it's not all about you. Okay. Say hi to Liger. He's a little pissed. Yeah. Okay. Relax. There you go. So don't push it away, no matter what you think it is. There's something amazing, and what's amazing to you may not be amazing to someone else. It doesn't matter. This is the seed, a kernel of something beneficial for you, and it's the beginning of something new. Ooh, I'm excited. I'm excited because right now I have no idea. So that's really cool for me. Next message. No. Okay, there you go. The answer is no. Okay, it's not a vehement no, like screaming no, but the answer is definitely no. So it's the response to whatever that you were wondering. Liger says hi. You won't have to worry about it because you're going to understand why that answer is. So I have no idea. That wasn't... What was this? So that wasn't for me anyway. That wasn't one of the ones I chose. So whoever was asking some type of a question, the answer is no. Okay, now I'm going to do something else. And this is... these are always tricky. These are the special notes, right, that I have done, written up or whatever. And we seem to get a lot of them repetitive. And I'm asking for them to be... Let's get something new here, shall we? So this is the one. Okay, I'm gonna, because I just realized, you know what, there's not enough messages here. I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm just so used to giving so many messages that when it's brief, it feels like it's not good enough. So then you get another message. Oh, okay, so get this. So you got that, and then your next message was no, right? The answer is no, but now, because they want you to get more information. That's the message. At the exact same time you said no, I was wondering if Motley Crue was ever going to reunite. No! No! Maybe the original band isn't. You got to get more information. Maybe they got to find somebody else. You know, they bring somebody else in. Might be that. Okay. So you need to get more information, and that might be why the answer is no. Remember I said it's not a vehement no? Like, because you could have gotten a no with an exclamation mark, but you didn't. You just got no. So get more information. So oh Lord, I can't do the time stamping until afterwards. Maybe I can't do time stamping. I never thought about that. You guys could time stamp. I don't know how much time has gone by. But now we're going to the Smoky Quartz. And, woo! This is the Faerytale. No, I think it's the Fairy Oracle. And it's in reverse, which is a bummer. Okay. It's the Fairy Oracle. This is by Louise Cavendish. Louise? Why can't I think of her name? Lucy Cavendish. So the Golden Gift. So here you're looking at the deer goddess. I think of this as the partner to the stag, to the green man. So you see her sitting on her golden throne, and they're telling you that magical help is on its way, which would be really lovely, right? So I'm thinking about, I mean, we did get it in the reverse. So we're looking at this gorgeous girl. Love her outfit, P.S. And if this was in the upright, it talks about dissolving of blocks or issues. It talks about calming of frustration. It's about sensuality and bliss. All kinds of awesome messages happening here. But in the reverse, Liger, stop complaining. Stop complaining. In the reverse, it's you are having an issue. Here you're comfortable in your sexuality. Comfortable with sensuality. Clearly, look at her. She's quite at home. Topless, with that beautiful golden gown just at her waist. She's very happy with the energy coming towards her. She's quite at peace as she sits on her throne. So in the reverse, you're fearing this. You fear your own sensual nature. You might feel that if something comes to you, if somebody brings something to you, somebody gives something to you, it's going to come at a price. I don't believe that, that there's something for nothing. There's always something expected. I'm going to have to sacrifice something. Or you don't have belief in magic. I do. I've seen fairy lights. I see them in the daylight. I know that they're there. I know that they're real. So maybe you don't have belief in that. You have that's sad. That's really sad. It might be feeling that because I started talking about this and what came up to me was sensuality and love, you might feel that for you to surrender to love it's going to hurt you. You're going to become too vulnerable in order to do this. And maybe you don't see that you're desirable as you actually are. You're not seeing yourself correctly. Or you're refusing to be sensual. You might feel awkward or embarrassed, or you don't have the perfect picture in your mind of what it should be. You're definitely not working with your own power, or refusing to own your power and recognizing that you can be powerful but in loving, gentle ways. Here I'm saying hi to the people that are talking. You're not trusting is basically what it is. You're not trusting in your own sensuality. You might try to cover it up. You might try to dumb it down. You might feel it's inappropriate. You're not possibly accepting that Spirit wants to bring you a gift of love. So a lot of us have poor body image. A lot of us have been hurt in love, and so because of that we close our heart down. A lot of us feel that, you live in California. When I go to Wisconsin, I feel fantastic. As soon as I get back in California, I immediately feel like I've gained 10 pounds. It's just the way things are here. So you may feel, you don't fit the mold, and you feel awkward, and you've got to get out of that. You got to look at yourself and see the beauty in yourself, and you've got to practice. Practice by yourself. Practice being sensual. Practice being sexy. I'm sitting here and I keep trying to put this up on my shoulder, right? It keeps slipping down, and then I thought, you know what? That looks really sexy. I like it. But think about things like that. You can dress. I had a friend in Canada. She had a beautiful face, but she was quite a heavy girl. But she always dressed so amazingly. Like she wasn't gonna go around and show her body off, like the ones that had the perfect body. But she was able to dress herself in a way like this. Like she would have like herself covered, but she would have just maybe her shoulder showing. She did it really sexy. She was beautiful. And she carried it, So you don't have to expose yourself to be sensual. You don't have to expose yourself to be sexual. And it's not inappropriate to be so. We're beautiful. We're supposed to embrace our goddess energy, and men too, right? So that's your message. And we'll go to the next. Next message. Perfect timing. So the first thing I get about perfect timing was, of course, when am I supposed to do it? Should I do it now? Yep, it's the perfect time. However, at the exact same time I got that message, it's all about divine timing. Because we might think we're ready for something, we might feel that something should be here, but Spirit knows when it's perfect. So, being that the first message I got was this is the perfect time, and being that, check out her face, she's smiling, she's like, we're ready, let's do it. So, what they're telling you is this is the perfect timing for the situation that you've asked about, and they want you to move forward. They want you to move forward confidently, they want you to move forward without fear, they want you to not overanalyze. They don't want you to start writing lists. They don't want you to ask everybody else's opinion. You're getting Spirit's opinion, and that's what matters right now. And so they're saying don't delay, don't hesitate, because right now Spirit says that the gateway is open. And if there's a gateway open, you might see the number 1010, you might see the number 10, but Spirit's telling you there's a doorway and we want you to walk through it. And whatever it is that maybe you've been waiting for up until this time, the conditions are right now. And what's cool about this, sometimes we're waiting for something to happen or getting ready to do something, and then when the time is there, all of a sudden we're in a panic. Oh my God, I'm not ready. Oh my God. I got a message, and I don't even remember how I got it, but I got the message that something that I'm going to want, something I want, is it's gonna come, and I'm gonna have to move so quickly that I'm not gonna have my makeup done. I'm not gonna have my eyes done. It was my eyes. I'm not gonna have my makeup done, but I'm gonna have to go. And I'm like, wouldn't that just be the case? You know, I'll just have jumped out of the shower, my hair will be a mess, I'll have no makeup on, it'll be, I'm here! That's what my twin soul did to me. You know, out of the blue, he contacted me and he says, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I'm like, what? I had to clean up my room. So that's kind of what it is. Now's the time. And you may not have time to do everything and get ready and whatever, but now's the time. Do it. Do it. Make the call, make the choice, do whatever it is. Okay, what are you asking me, Brett? I think it's the lack of, and let's not doubt the fairies, being single is a depriving issue that often, that I can't, it's not allowing me to scroll. It's a depriving issue that often requires financial, I don't know, dude, I can't read it. It doesn't allow me to scroll back. I mean, like it says see more, so it only goes to a certain amount. Because you're asking me, still waiting, any idea when? Any idea when what? What are you asking me? Wisconsin? I love Wisconsin. Whoops, hold on. You know what? If you don't like me as I am, it's not meant to be. What? Oh, you're waiting for me? I have a twin soul. I have a twin soul. Sorry, there's only room for him. All right, so we have another message. Someone new. I told you this wasn't for me. Perfect timing for you to find someone new. Or someone new is about to come into your life. If you are wondering, should you stick with the one you're at or go for someone new? Someone new. Whatever it is, this is your message. You might get an answer about when something's going to happen. So that comment was for what you said about waiting for other. Waiting for other. I'm not quite certain what you're saying. I'm going to move on. And we're going to the, what do we have here? The Amethyst Spear. And we're working with the Faerytale Oracle. So you guys get to have a little story. The Light Princess. Okay, so the Light Princess is not grounded. So interesting, I'm curious, why I didn't have the laser light quartz, because this is my message. So Amethyst, so we need to get grounded first off. She's floating too high in her spiritual energy. She's ungrounded. Is the first thing I get. Look at her, she's floating around up there. She's got her aviator goggles on and she's got bubbles floating around up there. Her hands are praying. So the Light Princess, ungrounded. So let me put this down so it doesn't get all wonky. This is a modern fairy tale, modern day one, because most of these are like Hans Christian Andersen or Grimm's tales. These are generally older ones, but this is more modern. And it talks about what happens when we fail to ground ourselves or to value the things of the earth, because we're spiritual people, but we are all also living here, right? We're meant to be living a human experience. It's not all about spirituality. It's about being here. So the desires of the flesh are something that we're blessed with and something that we are meant to take part in. So here you see the story of a beautiful little princess. When she was born, she was cursed. And it's an unusual one, because what happens to her is she is weightless. She goes flying up above the ground. And she has to be gently guided around on a string, kind of like a kite, right? I'd like that. Whee! Although somebody else would be pulling their string. I don't like that. So the problem with her is she's not able to like hold on to anything of any depth. She's kind of a featherhead, right? She's not stupid, but she seems very disinterested in anything deep. This kind of reminds me of someone I was connected to. Oh, perfect, Juan. you know, the people that, you know, I want to go deeper, I want to explore, I want to learn, and when you're connected to somebody who doesn't have that interest, that's an imbalance. So she doesn't want anything deep, and she doesn't want anything sad. She, in some ways, lacks empathy because she can't relate, clearly, right? She's floating above, kind of like off in her little fairy world, and she's up in the air, and she's like cruising along, you know, taking things really light, laughing. She's separated from others. She's sweet, and she's pretty much hopeless. So the only thing that can bring her down for a bit of time is water. So water, of course, is emotion. But the water that brings her down is memory, death, emotional maturity. So the message that we're getting in this particular little story is that through an emotional experience or some type of a memory, or us honestly examining, I mean, we are in Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde is about the past coming back, right? It's about memories. It's about people coming back from the past. It's about past experiences. So it's about, if she can examine the past, it'll awaken something within her to help her develop this compassion or empathy. So if we are not able or are unwilling to feel the heaviness of certain situations around us, then we're not going to benefit from the experiences of the lessons that come from that. We're escaping the pain of it, but then we're not in reality. You know, a lot of us, I don't want any pain. I don't want to deal with it, you know. I don't want to look at it. I will keep myself working because I don't want to look at it. I just won't look at it. I'm not going to look at it. But if we choose to be this way and stay ungrounded and focus only on our spiritual work, I don't want to get involved in the material world. I don't want to get involved in the physical world. I'm just focusing on being a light worker. Then we're not being realistic. We're not grounded. Hi, everyone. Hi. And in all reality, when we are like this, if we're like this, we're actually mean, because we're refusing to deal with reality, of other people's reality, which could be their pain. Being an empath is difficult. It's painful. I'm telling you today, I didn't work, and I wasn't going to do the reading because I was in a really, really bad place. I was angry. I was frustrated. I was crying. I was feeling so much energy. And it wasn't just mine, but it was mine as well. And there were painful things that I was looking at. It hurt me so bad. I was saying to the Father, how could you allow that? How could you allow him to do that? Why didn't you stop that? I tried. Why didn't you stop it? How could you allow this to happen? 4 years have been stolen from us, right? I'm crying, I'm upset. And of course, as I'm saying all of this, I realize that everything happens for a reason, right? But I still felt that. I'm still a human being. I still feel the feelings. I still feel the anger. I'm angry at the people that lied and manipulated and deceived and caused me to lose someone I love so much, caused us to go through so much pain. I'm not going to pretend that I don't feel those feelings just because I'm a light worker, just because I'm a spiritual teacher. Do you think just because I'm a spiritual teacher, I don't rage? I don't lose my cool? I was yelling. I was walking around. I was up at 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, writing my dreams down. I was so angry. I was so frustrated. Because if we don't feel these feelings and if we don't go through that, we have to feel them. We're here to experience that. And we have to allow it to go out. And then we have to get ourselves together. Then we got to call on Spirit like I did and say, I need you to fill me with unconditional healing light right now. Do something. I need you to help me. I'm not doing very well right now. I need your help, right? I don't want to be like them. I don't want to stick a knife in their eye, even though I want to right now. I really do. But I don't want to be like them. You know, and right now I feel like them, like the people that did this to us. I feel like them, and I want to kill them, and I hate them. I fucking hate them. They're evil, they're selfish, they're cruel. How could they do that to their own family? How could you do this to another human being and have no feelings of remorse? Right? That was justifiable anger. But I don't want to hold that. I don't need that energy inside of me. So I need to call upon Spirit, and first of all, I have to get it out. I have to release it. That's what we need to do. Now, if I'm, you know, and somebody said to me, I posted something this morning. I deleted it since, but I posted something at like 3 in the morning. And I can't remember what it was that I said. And somebody said, it was a message actually. It wasn't just my own words. And somebody said, that's where I'm at too. I'm asking, but I'm trying to control it. And I said, I'm not trying to control it. And the person said, what? And they said, you're not trying to control it? And I said, no, I'm not. I'm not trying to control it. I'm not trying to pretend. I'm not trying to say that I don't feel this way. I feel this way. And the person said, well, shouldn't you ask for love and light to calm you? And I said, right now, I'm using my free will choice to be pissed off. Right now, I choose to be pissed off. I choose to be angry. I'm angry. I choose it. That's what I choose. And I meant it. And then I worked it through, and then I released it. And then I deleted the comment, right? Because I don't need that negative energy going out to anyone else. And she just said, okay, well, I'll send you love and light. And I'm like, peace, right? I don't feel love and light right now. We don't always feel love and light. And if I'm going to sit here in my little spiritual bubble and say, I'm not allowed to feel this way, why was I given these feelings? I have been given these feelings. I was born this way, right? We were all born to have all of these feelings. We just need to learn to balance them and manage them and work through them. That's our challenge. That's how we ascend. So I called on after I ranted and raved and got it all out, because if you keep it inside, you're going to get sick. You're going to get stuck. It doesn't help you. Whoever gets this message is getting a long message, and that's just the way it is. I got it all out, and it took a really, really long time. I did today's reading 3 times, and 3 times I trashed it. 3 times I'm like, nope, that's not going out. I'm not sending that energy out. First of all, because I said to them, to these ones that I'm so frustrated about, I'm not giving you my power. I'm not going to allow you to continue to hurt me. You've hurt me for 4 years. I'm not going to allow you to continue to hurt me. I'm not giving you my power. You take your evil, disgusting power back, and I take my beautiful light back. And I'm going to feel light, and I'm going to feel good, and I'm going to lift my energy. And then what starts to vibrate for me is going to be love, because if I continue to hold on to this, I'm going to be vibrating in a really negative frequency, and I'm going to start drawing all kinds of shit to me, and I don't need it. Now, if you were this little light princess, you're going to be in your little spiritual bubble, and you're going to say, nope, you don't get mad. You don't say things like that. You don't, fuck that. I'm not fake. I'm real. We're all real. So let's just be real here, right? Real. Feel the feelings, deal with the feelings, work through the feelings, release the feelings. That's what we're supposed to do. We're not supposed to fake it. We're not supposed to stay in our little spiritual bubble and not live in reality and run away from everybody that makes us feel uncomfortable and keep ourselves, I've had a bad relationship, so I'm not dating anyone else. I'm not going to talk to him. That's not realistic. We can't pour our minds into our spiritual work only and not live in the real world and deal with the pain and deal with the stuff that happens. Mercury retrograde is coming. We're in the pre-shadow. I always get it early. And I saw somebody, and I had my heart freaking ripped out. And I had to deal with those feelings. It was what I had to deal with. And at that point, we make our, we look at our choices and we figure out where we're supposed to go from that point. Yeah, the emotions are really high right now. Everybody's feeling it. I found out later that, yeah, the energy right now it's bombarding everybody. And I also, hold on. I am an empath, and I am connected to my twin soul, and I also realized, and I didn't realize for a very long time, why did I wake up feeling this anger, right? I was connecting to someone else's energy. It wasn't my own that I was carrying alone, but mine was with it. So we amped each other up, which wasn't good, right? So I needed to get it all out, because if I can't hold it together, it doesn't help my twin, whatever he's going through. So I work through it. I work through it as fast as I can. I honor myself. I allow myself to feel it. I don't fake it. I'm not floating around in a bubble. I'm living reality in this world, and sometimes this world sucks. You know what? Sometimes people are assholes, and sometimes it's just the way it is. They are, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say, oh, they came down to play that role. No, you had a choice. You had a choice to wake up this morning and decide not to be an asshole. You woke up this morning and had a choice to decide not to lie, manipulate, and steal. You had a choice. You chose wrong, and it affected my life. So I'm not cool with it. So I work it through, right? So here's this little bubblehead floating around up there, right? Focusing on her real work, but not being grounded. She's not helping anybody else because she's not relating to anyone else. nobody can relate to that, to somebody who doesn't live in a reality, right? You stay in your house and you play your video games and you live in a fantasy world. You talk to people online and you fake who you are, you give out different names, and you're living in a fantasy. You aren't real. We need to be real. We need to be brought back down to earth, and sometimes hard. So, in time, this little bubblehead is going to have a happy ending, and it's only going to come if she brings herself back down to earth. And the only way that she's going to be able to bring herself back down to earth is by feeling her feelings, is by experiencing the sadness, is by experiencing the pain and the anger, looking at it, dealing with it, and then she will be coming back down to earth. Now, does that mean she's no longer free? No, it means that she can finally relate to the world. She can finally feel her emotions, and she can connect truly with other people. So when you keep yourself squirreled away in your house with your video games on and refusing to associate with people because you're keeping yourself safe, you're living in a fantasy. So Spirit's basically saying it's time to ground yourself. It's time to take steps to reconnect with people if you have kept yourself distant. It's time to come down to earth, because your escapism is making you ineffective in this world. You're not only not helping yourself, but you're not helping anybody else. And you came here with a purpose. So your fantasy, without becoming grounded, can actually become cruel because you don't connect to other people's feelings. So right now, Spirit's saying you need to be serious about some things. You need to consider yourself not like you're immune. Like you have to be vulnerable. Because right now you're considering yourself immune. You're considering yourself invulnerable. No one, okay, that's what I'm getting. You can't touch this. You can't touch this, right? You can't touch this. You can't touch this if I stay up in my ivory tower and you can't get anywhere near me, and I don't talk to anybody, and I don't answer any text messages, and I don't go anywhere, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay, well, you live in your little bubble, right? And enjoy yourself. That's not why you came here. You came here to live this life, to experience it all, and it's not always happiness. It's not always sunshine and roses. Sometimes we get kicked in the ass, you know? And right now, if you don't look at this, you're minimizing the issues that need attention. So what I did today, even though it felt really shitty, I needed to do it. This is about spiritual law, right? There is a law. You throw a ball up in the air, it's going to hit the ground. There's gravity, right? There is death. Don't deny the gravity of situations. Don't deny your emotional depth. Don't keep yourself living in this, well, I'm a spiritual teacher. I'm a spiritual person. I don't ever get mad. I don't ever send shitty posts out. I don't ever swear. Well, you guys know me better than that. I'm going to be freaking real all the way. And I thought about that today when I did the readings, the 3 that I did. You need to see me like this, right? Because I've had a lot of people say, oh yeah, well, you know, it's easy for you to say. Really? Well, here's me being real. Lucky you, I've usually been on the other end of the scale as far as looking opportunity. I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. Yeah, Christina, get out of your freaking tower. I did it. I went out to the beer and wine garden and I danced. And I had no alcohol in me at all. I ran into the person who ripped my heart out, but I needed to see him. It needed to happen. We needed to have a face-to-face, and it was gnarly. It wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have pushed myself and gone, right? I got up and I sang. My friend Kenny Marquez is a musician, and he was entertaining, and I said, I want to sing a song. And he pulled me up, and I sang in front of everybody, and I had no alcohol in me. It was fun, you know? Let it out. Okay, I'm going to move on to the next message. The next message for me and you, not the right time. Got that straight. It's not the right time. So, today was not the right time for me. That's a fact. And you know what I'm laughing about? That's the little message. Without a doubt, it is not the right time. So, Spirit's not saying the answer is no. They're just saying not right now. It's not the right time right now. And that might be frustrating. It is for me. But it's the truth. So, they want us to have my favorite word in the entire planet, the word that I came into this planet learning. They want us to have the P word. Patience. That is the one thing that I came into this planet to learn, was patience. And they have been really kicking my ass for the last 4 years. So we all get it. Right now, Spirit says, be patient. We will give you a big, bold sign when the time is right. And when the time is right may depend a lot upon our own attitude and our own, like right now, the answer is not right for me, right? Not today. I'm not in the mood, right? Because clearly the energy that I would bring in wouldn't be in my highest good. So for you, the answer is without a doubt, it's not the right time. Also, if you have another question, if you were thinking something else, without a doubt, whatever that means for you, I'm not telling you what it is, you get to know. Figure it out. Oh, so many waves that I missed. I'm so sorry. This should scroll by itself. Wave. You need some of my Aries. God, Christina, I wish that you and I lived closer to each other. My Aries, see, yeah, but my Aries, my energy is really intense. It is. You either love me or you don't like me at all. I don't think I really have a lot of in-betweens. I don't think there's very many people that can just take me or leave me. It's like I really, really dig on her. She's super cool. Or, damn, her energy's intense. So, put a shield around yourselves. If my energy's good right now. I'm actually feeling pretty good. You too, Christina? Oh, hey, Tracy, I didn't see you there. Anyway, we're going to move on to the last. And I think we had a wild card, didn't we? Okay, we're going to move on to the Howlite. Howlite's a bitchin' crystal. I sleep with this at night. It helps me connect in my dreams. It helps me. It helps if you have insomnia, and it's not been working very good, so I need to charge it. It's my dreams, though. My dreams are active. It helps you connect with your spirit guides and with your angels, with your highest self. And it helps you understand your dreams clearly, because mine are very confusing. You're a Sag moon and a Sag rising, but lots in Scorpio. Ooh, you're fire. You're hot. Dang. How come you're so calm? Okay, we're moving on. We're moving on, and our first message is coming from the Divine Circus Oracle. Okay, what do we get? Oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting. This is why I was so pissed off today. Because the birds represent gossip. They represent people talking shit. They represent people, in your ear, in your ear. So she's got one over here, and she's got one here. And she's kind of like, She's got a fiery nature, doesn't she, with her red hair. And she's got bluebirds. Now, I would prefer that to be the bluebird of happiness. But right now, we've got some other things going on right now. So basically, the truth of the situation in this is, you know what you're meant to do. You don't need to hear what's going on the outside. I've already know that there's people lying, manipulating, doing all kinds of talking shit, right? There's jealous people, work situations, relationship. It's just on and on and on. Who needs that bullshit? So right now, you know what you need to do for yourself. And there's so much of this nattering outside, people that are telling you what's in your highest good, right? There's distractions too. Even in our own mind, our own monkey mind, overanalyzing. I mean, how many belong to Overanalyzers Anonymous? I do, right? This is something we need to learn to unlearn, overanalyzing. We have enough crap to deal with without overanalyzing and beating it to death. So we need to somehow bring ourselves to a place of peace where we can hear that inner voice, our own peaceful inner voice. Today I was hearing high-pitched ringing in my right side, my right ear. That's my night side. That's the negative energy coming in. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear music coming from my light side. So clearly I needed to clear my energy, right? So Spirit's saying to you right now, there is something that's trickling towards you from your inner voice. You are hearing deep down this truth. You know what it is. And you're wondering if you can trust it. Can I trust it? But not only can I trust it, am I going to be able to act on this? But there's something that you know, you felt it, you've sensed it, you've heard it, you've realized it more than one time. And even if other people don't agree with you, even if they're nattering in your ear and they're telling you, you know, you're nuts, or this isn't right, or this isn't something, whatever it is for you, you know. And the thing is, it's like, we get information sometimes. Here, I'm going to swipe your questions back over. We get information. I get them from my dreams. I get them from songs. Sometimes, and I've talked to you guys about this before, how I can't explain to you why I know what I know. I just know. I just know. And you can't logically explain it because it isn't logical. It's spiritual. But you know, right? So don't bother trying to explain it to anybody else. I think that's the message that we were getting from Spirit about certain people that you're not supposed to talk to. You're not supposed to share what you feel or what you get. Don't bother. They're not going to get it. It doesn't matter anyway because it's your truth, right? So when this one comes forward, she's reminding you of something that you know. You inherently know this, no matter what anyone else tries to convince you of. And there might be somebody that's really good at convincing you. They're going to try and talk you out of it. And they might even talk you out of it for a little while. And it's going to be her. She represents somebody. I got to let her out. She's so annoying. She really is. So there's the message. There's the message. There's an annoying voice, right? Go. And you're staying out. And we need to kick it out. That's basically what I'm telling you, because this cat definitely represents somebody in my life. Ah! My ring is stuck to this cord. Look at this. I can't get my arm down. I can't. Okay. So I'm attached to something and I can't undo it. Yes, I can. So something is energetically attached. A cord. There's a cord. And I just removed it. Okay. Wow. Okay, now when I did that, both ear chakras blew. Both. Gone. Both of them. Okay. So that happened. This is how Spirit works. This happens on purpose. There's somebody. Now, I will tell you who Lily represents in my life. Lily represents, and it's sad, lipstick on my teeth. When I said that, she's the mother. She represents the negative aspect of my mother. Okay? The negative aspect in myself that I picked up from my mother. She represents my daughter. My daughter acts like she's my mom. She tells me what to do. She bosses me around. There's things about, that's who she represents. So there is a mother who is interfering in my life, in my twin's life, and is talking shit. And it's attached to my cat. Look at my cat. This one was attached to my cat, and I needed, and so the cord is around me. So here, we're going to go back, and we're talking about these birds, right? Lily's having a bird is what I heard later. So Lily is having a bird, which means Lily is involved. She is talking shit. She is doing something, whether this is, I don't know who it represents in your life, but you're not supposed to be talked out of what it is that you know. Okay? Whatever it is that you already know, like I already know, I'm not going to be talked out of it. Somebody will try and talk you out of it. Now, that's what's going on. That mother is trying to talk this person out of something, but they already know. So, the truth is going to have to be dealt with, is basically what's going on. Birds represent communication. They represent phone calls, they represent emails, text messages, internet, gossip. And this is not supposed to freak you out. It's not like, oh, warn, warn, warn. It's actually encouragement for you. Because what it's teaching you is to trust what you're getting. Pay attention to what you're picking up. This is about giving you encouragement and reassurance that you can act boldly on what you feel. You are not wrong. And this mother is trying to tell you, no, it's not what you think. And she might convince you of it for a while. But you already know. This one is a drama queen. This one is spoiled rotten. This one gossips. This one will talk behind your back. She'll be nice to your face, but she'll talk behind your back. Who does this represent in your life? You know. And so even if they talk you out of this, Spirit's telling you, be bold, act on what you get, because your truths are they're right on. And they want you to hold your feelings and the insights that you get in high enough esteem that you pay attention to them. Start thinking about what you're getting. Process it. Feel it. I have a little phrase that I speak about often that I coined, and it is, sometimes people get lost in the words and they forget the feeling. So somebody's going like this, right? You talk a good talk. You talk a good game, right? Oh, no, I would never do that. Oh, no, I've got your back. I support you. No, you didn't. No, you've talked shit behind my back. No, you have totally, you talk out both sides of your mouth, right? I know this. I'm not stupid. I know this. And I want to believe in what you're telling me, but in all truth and reality is I know the truth of this, and I'm going to listen to who I am. I'm not going to get lost in the words. I'm going to feel. What is my gut feeling? Do I feel uncomfortable here? Why do I feel uncomfortable here? I need to trust that. I already know what I'm getting psychically. I already know what my higher self is telling me. I already know what my dreams have shown me. Spirit is now confirming it again. Trust it. There are certain people that you shouldn't tell things to because they're not your friend. And what's sad is sometimes your non-friend is a family member. And sometimes they just can't help it. They just gossip. You give them something and they're going to shoot their mouth off. They're going to tell somebody. So at this time, Spirit's telling you, you know better. You know better. Be careful who you talk to, because a friend today can be your enemy tomorrow. Whether it's family or friend. There's a lot of people that are called frenemies. You know? So if you can't figure out what it is truthfully you're getting by your inner voice, why am I getting that? And I find it interesting. I'm going to go back. So when I was talking about somebody's talking, and you know who it is. And then right then Lily spoke, right? And I said, Lily represents my daughter, my mother. And when I said mother, that was the issue. Right when I tried to, and I said, you're going out. I'm shutting the door. I'm closing your door. I'm detaching from you. What happened? My cat, my lapis lazuli cat, got stuck on the cord to locking the mother out. I couldn't detach from that. I'm trying to close the door, right? I shut the door, but I'm trying to drop the blind down. I'm trying to put a partition between you and me. Because when I put that partition down between Lily and I, she stops nattering. If I leave it open and she can see in here, she'll sit there and cry and cry and cry and cry. Wants my attention, wants my attention, wants my attention. It's like, oh my God, you just want to go crazy. But if I drop the screen, I put a screen between us, she goes away. She's like, okay, I give up. So it's kind of like your energy, right? I'm going to detach my energy from you. And this person that was doing all of this stuff, I'm detaching my energy from you because otherwise you're still manipulating me. But it got stuck when I tried to do it, and I said, oh my God, I can't get it undone. And I thought, yes, I freaking can. I'll get it undone with one hand. I'm going to undo this. I don't want this cord wrapped around me. And the cord was wrapped around my twin. There's cords wrapped around, and it's a mother, and it sucks. So I'm detaching. If he doesn't want to detach this, his choice, but I am, right? I don't want your energy. It's toxic. So right now, if you can't figure out what it is that you need to detach from, or what it is that you are feeling but you can't quite put a finger on it, detach from everything, like I did today. Take a break, switch off, go for a walk, go watch a movie, Allow things to cool down, because right now things are hot. For me, things were really hot this morning, big time. So allow the emotions to settle, right? Relax. Because if this was our car and it was overheating, you're not going to keep driving, right? You're going to blow up your engine. You need to calm it down. If it gets too hot, anything, a tool gets too hot, your computer gets too hot, you need to shut it down. Let things cool down. Because it's going to burst into flames and then everything's going to be toast. Because if I let rip this morning, the readings that I gave, if I let rip, I would have probably ruined things for myself. Because I was a fire-breathing dragon. I am an Aries dragon, and I was breathing fire. I was not Puff the Magic Dragon this morning. So, and why was the message not the right time? Because of this. Because if I deal with you right now, you will never forget me. Ever. I will forget you. I'll forget all about you, but you'll never forget me. And it won't be a pleasant memory. So, let things calm down, because this is what happened. We got this message. I don't know if I posted this yesterday or if I just got this in private readings, but I got it again and again. I think I did post it, and it said things are about to come to a head. An issue that's been causing concern in your life is about to erupt and come to a head. And they're saying, keep your calm, don't say something that you're going to regret. It's going to cause a problem, right? So hold back, don't say something that you're going to regret, because it would have come out, and it would have come out really, really ugly, right? It's not good. And that was, I think, what I posted on this morning at 3 in the morning after I watched what they did. I said, and this is a time when Spirit says, they want us to stay calm amidst chaos. Don't allow yourself to be dragged any further into, how did they say it? Don't allow yourself to be dragged any further into their drama or their chaos. They want that. That's what they want. They want to draw you in so that you now become a part of the problem, so that it deflects from what they've done. Now you're part of the problem, right? So if you don't get into that, they get to carry it all by themselves. I'm not going to give it. I'm not going to let them have their way out. I'm going to let myself out, right? So that's what you're going to do. Otherwise, there's going to be crispy critters, flames beyond repair. So also, it affects your own body, right? I mean, it does. It affects your body in a negative way. It hurts you. So why allow yourself to continue to be hurt? You've hurt me for 4 years. Why would I allow you to hurt me anymore? It's my choice. I don't want to be in your chaos. I don't want to have anything to do with that. That's how you live your life. You love to be a drama queen and whip up everybody, gossip and drama and manipulate and deceive and wrap cords around people. I don't want that in my life at all. That's such toxic energy. It makes me sick, like physically. So unplug from it. Unplug from them, detach. Get distracted by something else, something light, something fun. And right now, I gotta tell you, if you have had a vision of something, if you have had a feeling of what I'm talking about, something that you've been feeling uncertain, this is confirmation. You were correct. You were very accurate. So, right now, let's do something very, very positive. Let's say, I release all vows of silence made in this or any lifetime. I release all shame and fear of my intuition and insight from this or any lifetime. I release all memory and effect of being silenced, judged, or harmed for insight and knowledge that I have held in this or any lifetime. I choose to see, know, and trust in my inner knowing. Through my own free will and divine grace, this is now so. I know what's true, and I know what I'm meant to do. So we don't have to engage in a war. Like, if somebody invites you to a pity party, you don't have to go. If somebody invites you to go on a guilt trip, you don't have to go. If somebody invites you to your war, you don't have to attend, right? Remember yesterday the message was there are certain people that you need to not say anything to, and there are other people that you need to say something to. So you know the truth of the situation, and at this point it's almost like, why even belabor the point? Because when you have somebody like this, they're just going to lie. They're just going to say something different. They're just going to try and make you think that you're hearing things or that it's not correct or whatever. They're good at that. That's what they like to do. They like to manipulate. They're not honest. You know it. So don't even go there. Don't even bother. Why even engage in it? It's not about letting go of what you know. You're going to act. You're going to act on what you know. You're absolutely going to act on what you know. They're hoping that you won't, because they're hoping that they're going to kind of minimize it, or they're going to change your mind, or make you maybe deflect it, onto someone else, or even onto your own self. But you know. So what you're going to let go of is the conversation. You're going to let go of the debate. You're going to let go of any feelings of guilt, of any feelings of remorse, and you're going to act, and you're going to do what is in your highest good, period. That's what you're going to do. We're not going to pretend that it didn't happen. Remember, we're not floating around in a bubble. We're real here. So you're going to allow your inner self to guide you. You're going to trust it. And your inner self loves you. It doesn't speak nasty things to you. It speaks loving truths. So the birds that come against you and say the things that they're saying that are negative, that is not what your higher self is talking to you about. That is not. Things that make you feel insecure or bad about yourself, that you're wrong, or that you're inappropriate, or that you are whatever it is that they're doing that are making you feel less than. That is not from anyone's higher self. That's all ego. That's all of the flesh, and that's somebody who's not awake. So why waste your energy getting upset about it? They're not awake. They have no freaking clue. You do. So just stick with what you know, and hear your own loving thoughts come in from your own higher self, and you tell your higher self. You talk to your higher self. You call your higher self in, and you say, I know that you are wise. I know that I will be guided in the right way. I hear your whispers, and they're loving, and they're truthful. They don't go sideways on me. They're consistent, loving truth. I trust it. I trust you. I trust in the guidance. I trust in the guidance of perfect timing. And I trust in the fact that I'm going to be guided at the right time and the right way out of whatever I'm involved in or whatever's around me. I trust in that. It's good. It's all good. I kept thinking about something else I wanted to say. When I tried to pull the blind down, and I couldn't undo it, it was interesting how quickly it wrapped around my cat. How quickly it wrapped around my cat. I kept getting, Lily is having a bird. Lily is having a bird. Now, Lily, I'm going to give you another message. My daughter is a reflection of myself as well, right? And I'm a reflection of my mother, and my twin is a reflection of his mother. So those cords wrapped around my twin. Lily is having a bird. That bird was wrapping around my twin, and it was wrapping around me, and it was causing a problem. And I said, I'm not going to get stuck there. I am detaching from this. And when I pulled away, both ear chakras blew. Do you know why? I wonder if you guys know why that happened. I'll give you 20 seconds, and then I'm going to tell you why it happened. Because when I was talking to my friend Juan, my brother Juan was on doing a live feed before I did this one, and we were talking about negative energy. And I said there's been a lot of really heavy energy, and I had a hard time today. Very good. Very good, Brett. What was happening, I said I hear a high-pitched noise in my right ear, okay? Now, we were having a really good feed. It was positive. It was helpful for me, but I was getting a high-pitched frequency in my right ear. I'm connected to my twin soul. My twin was no doubt getting that nattering in his ear, okay? And I felt it. It was a high-pitched frequency. It was coming from my night side. This is the dark, the night side. It certainly wasn't coming from my brother Juan, who was giving absolutely beautiful advice. I was connecting in a light way, right? It was coming in from the night side. So when we went out there and we realized that this is where it's coming from, that energy is coming from the mother, whoever the mother represents. And I don't mean, this doesn't have to be my twin's physical mother. It can be the mother organization. It can be the mother, his like surrogate mother. I have no idea. It's just the mother. He'll know who it is. And it could be the mother. You know how often we will say, God, I opened my mouth and my mother came out? It could be a voice in his own head that's going around and around that his mother said to him that is negative. It could be that, right? All I know is it wrapped around my twin. And I pulled away from it. I detached. And when I pulled away, both eardrums blew. because my light side was saying, get the hell out. She's detached. You're not welcome here. We're in the light. I asked for a blessing on this reading. This reading, all of us right now, we are protected. We have only positive energy. And I said, if anybody had negative energy, they got to go. So when that happened, that was a message to me that there was negative energy on the line. There was negative energy in this feed. Somebody on this line was part of that. It was negative energy. There was negative energy on the line. I got caught. It wrapped around my twin. It wrapped around me. And I said, you gonna go. I dropped the thing. They tried to pull me back. I'm like, nope, it's not happening. My higher self took control. Spirit took control and blew it out. Blew it from my right side, my light side, right out the left side and cleared both ear chakras. Bam. Done. Gone. That's how fast it happens when we take control of our own higher self. We are powerful. I said, you're not doing this. I'm detaching. You're not welcome here. You're going. And then Spirit came along and said, let's do it. Boo! Popped them out the other side. Next message. Helpful people. Damn straight. Damn straight. That's who was here. Who was here? Helpful people. My higher self was here. My spiritual team was here. My soul family in the light. This is all of us congregating right now on this line. Helpful people. All of us connecting right now. I don't know if you guys can feel the spinning in your solar plexus like I can, but my solar plexus is moving. And the solar plexus this is the color of our solar plexus. Solar plexus says, I am worthy. I am capable. I can do anything I set my mind to. I am not broken. I might be a little bent, but I'm not broken. I am capable. And we are all giving each other positive energy, this light energy that's moving towards us. There's passion, there's love, there's healing, there's light energy. Helpful people. That's what's going on in this group with what happened and in your life. So in your particular situation, what's going on right now, clearly with this card, there's a lot of nattering, right? There's a lot of either egoistic self-talk, negative self-talk, or there's outside gossip, or there's lying, manipulating, or there's people trying to confuse you. There's all kinds of that going on right now. It doesn't make you a victim. It makes you aware so that you can now do what you need to do to deal with it. But this also says that you have helpful people on the outside besides your spiritual team. It also tells you it's time to expand your circle, Christina, me and you. It's about time to get out and meet some more people. Maybe you need to do professional networking for your business. Maybe you need to branch out and make career connections. There's somebody that wants to help you. There's somebody that can help you with making your career successful. They're actually saying that you need this in order for this success to happen. You need these connections. You're not going to do it on your own. You need to branch out. So here's a message. If you're struggling with something, you're trying to figure it out. Okay, I need to bring other people in. I'm not a lone wolf. I'm not doing this on my own. Right now, I need the input of other people who might have skills, right? Who might have something that they can help me accomplish. Now, Mom, I would appreciate some helpful insight, not gossip, lying, manipulating. If you have something constructive to add, that would be awesome. I'm willing to hear that. If you would like to support what I want to do, I'm all ears. I don't want to hear it if you are not in support of what I want. This is my life. This is my passion. This is my choice. And I'm only interested in hearing from people who want to support me. So then, what does that mean to you? Don't talk to people who don't support you. Don't tell people. Remember, you're going to talk to some people and you're not going to talk to others? Why would you continue to talk to people who don't support your dream? Who don't, I want to ask her out. I love her. I have a connection with her. I don't like her. Well, you don't have to be with her, Mom. I do. Stop talking to your mom about it. I want to start this business. It means a lot to me. My mom thinks it's stupid. Well, then stop talking to your mom about it. I want to do this, but my best friend doesn't think I'm qualified. Well, you know what? He's not your best friend because you can do anything you set your mind to. If Spirit's telling you to go after your dreams and that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That person's not your best friend. Maybe they've got anger issues. Maybe they've got jealousy issues. So go where you're supported. Now, I'm not saying that if something is not in your highest good, you're supposed to barrel through and not listen, but Spirit will tell you if you're on the right path and you're doing what you're meant to do. You need to seek people that are upbuilding, positive, helpful. You don't need any more naysayers. We got enough of that. That also means call upon our spiritual guides, right? Call upon our Father. Can you please connect me with the right people, the right circumstance, the right professionals, whoever it is that I need? And right then, he started talking to me. He represents the Father. He represents my twin, and he represents the Father, and he spoke up. So he is helpful. The mother is not, the Father is. That's a message to you guys. He spoke up right when I said that. Somebody helpful. That's my twin. He represents my twin. But as I said, he also represents the male. So there is a masculine figure in your life, a father figure. He is very helpful at this time. He's got experience that's going to be useful for you. So they're also telling you that, ooh, I like this. I told you he represents my twin, right? It also tells you that somebody like this is about to enter your life very soon, and they're going to make things better for you. They're going to help you. I like that. I just finished saying. So he's welcome. That's what that person's welcome in my life right now. Okay, last message. Now's the time to focus on you. Not what they're saying, right? That's not what you've been hearing in that ear. That's not what you've been hearing. You've been hearing all their ideas or what you can do for them. No, now's the time to focus on you. Now's the time for self-care. Now's the time for you to make sure that you're feeling good. Now's the time to focus on your career, your thoughts, your dreams, your ideas, your meditation, whatever it is that you need. Now's the time to focus on you. So that's the end of the chosen cards. I said that there's a wild card. So everybody get your brains together and start thinking really loud. And I'm going to ask for a message. I'm going to connect to your energy. Spirit's going to show me the message that's going to be the most helpful for the most amount of people that send their energy out right now. Okay? Here we go. Hold on. I got to figure out. Actually, I need your help. Okay, I already got it. It's going to be from the Shapeshifters. That was quick. All right, so we're going to get a message from the Shapeshifters. I haven't used this for a while. And we are shapeshifters. That's the message. Use your shape-shifting abilities, which talks about camouflage, which talks about sliding under the radar, which talks about, and then we're not talking about being fake. We're talking about keeping your secrets to yourself. We're talking about being smart. We're talking about, going in under the radar and doing what you need to do. Use your shape-shifting abilities at this time. That's what Spirit's asking you to do. So here we go. Correct for neutrality on all levels. Correct for neutrality on all levels. And it's so interesting. My cats always work with me, like when I do readings, and Liger's always worked with me as far as cards. He used to always lay on the cards and clear them for me. Lily worked with us, right? And then he worked for us. As soon as Lily gave her message, she hasn't made a noise. She's gone, right? She gave her part. She came in as the mother, and then she disappeared, right? And then he came in as the father. Now the father could also represent just the male figure, as I said, right? But he came in as the father. He spoke right then, and now look at him. He's done. He did what he needed to do. I love it. Pay attention to your animals. Pay attention when your dog barks. And even if you don't have a dog, if there's a dog in the neighborhood and it barks, that's an alert. If I'm doing a reading and a fire truck goes by, that means something. If I do a reading and an alarm goes off, that means something. I don't care if it's a microwave alarm. If I'm doing a reading and somebody starts using a hammer, if I'm doing a reading and somebody starts up an electric drill, if I'm doing a reading and somebody goes by in a motorboat, everything that I hear, everything that I see is a part of my reading. And I was watching a reader, and she had fire trucks going by and she had motorcycles going by, and I thought, and I was talking to her out loud, and I said, why are you not incorporating this? That was punctuated at a very, very important moment. You need to pay attention. And I've been like talking to her, right? So hopefully she picked it up energetically. But I've noticed that a lot when I've watched her readings, that she never picks up on that. So there's a message for you, Tracy, for when you do your readings. Pay attention to all the sounds around you. So incorporate them. What about when your cat gets hit and has to have its tail removed? Oh, hi, Michael. I thought about that. Kirsten was talking about how it's about balance, right? And she thought about backbone, having a backbone, right? About standing up. Because he had his tail removed, because I spoke about this actually earlier in a reading that I did, because Kirsten said to me, it's difficult for me to think about my boy lying there in a cold metal box. And I thought, wow, that was a loud message to me. That showed me that there was a Leo that died. There was a Leo that died. That's hard. So somebody's going through something very difficult, thinking about someone that has passed. It's been very difficult for her. So that brought compassion into me. So this person might have been somebody that's been very difficult, this Lily, this mother, but it might be because of that. So you got to pay attention to that. So you're talking about what does it mean when your cat gets hit by a car. First of all, a car is how you move forward in life. Second of all, your cat wasn't safe, was not watched, was not protected. He was out there, unforeseen circumstance befall us all. It was an accident. Okay, the woman tried to help him. Tail was having to be removed. The tail is about balance. Cats can do okay without tails. There's Manx cats, right? They don't have tail. They're bobtails. But the tail is also a psychic antennae. It's been removed. So there's also been a connection. That's been removed. You got to ask yourself all the different things that a tail would represent to you. I got a really good message from it personally. Somebody that was tailing you has been removed. The tail has been removed. That's what I got. And that was my message. The tail, the one, because remember I said that there's someone following me? I've been having somebody that has been writing to me, pretending to be other people, and I knew it was a Leo. I knew it was a lion, a Leo. That tail has been removed. That was my message. It's gone. So that was a positive. Thank you, you as well. All right, here's the last message. Oops, sorry. Why does this happen? I don't know how to turn it around now. That sucks. There we go. Okay. Shapeshifter Oracle. Correct neutrality on all levels. Here we go. Most important message. This is absolutely. Now, isn't that interesting that I've turned the light on now? The light has been turned on in something. I find that interesting, and I don't even know how I did it. Which means I don't know how to turn it off, which is good, I suppose. So let's move it so you can see what's going on here. You see the delicate fairy and her ferrets. Change is natural good, and yes, it can hurt. So we're all going through changes right now, right? The ascension process is not a picnic. It's not. People aren't always nice to us. It's uncomfortable. We feel emotions that aren't even ours. The energy, when we get downloads, sometimes they can be very difficult. We can be kept up awake at night for hours. I always had that happen, where I would be awake for hours and hours with downloads. So change is difficult. Also, if we have a falling tower where, you know, when we ascend, our friends change, right? Our friends change, our jobs change, and it's painful because people in our lives fall away from us. Why? They were once our best friends, but they're no longer there because they're no longer in our highest good. And that can be difficult because it can even be family members, right? They don't understand us anymore. So we can sometimes have a smooth transition with things, and other times it's really, really rough, and it hurts a lot. It's just what it is. So what's happening right now that I like, oh good, the light went off, thanks. The light went off because my battery needs to be charged. Let me find it. Lord, where is my battery? Here it is. Okay, so the light went off because my battery needs to be charged. That's a message for all of us. And interesting, because the light on my computer went off at the exact same time my phone light went off. So we need to be charged, all of us. We need energy. Our light's going to go out when we're not charged, which means self-charging. What do we need to do to charge ourselves? That's important right now. We all need to get plugged in to what is in our highest good. We need to detox, pull away from what's pulling our energy. Our energy's been drained. We need to recharge. So right now, what I like about this little fairy, I like a lot about this little fairy, is that she's not going to allow things to be passive. At this time, she's talking to us all. This is not about passivity. This isn't about fading away into the background and not being heard. This is about being stronger. This is about caring less for what other people think and the differences between us, and stepping into our own power. Because there's far too much energy being expended about what other people feel, other people think. And until you can do that more fully, Spirit is here to help you. We always get kind of like a little bit of a, Spirit knows what we're going through and what we need. So they're going to give us all the messages we need. They're going to give us the right people. And they're telling us to recharge because they want us to pull away from the negative energy, because it's not helping us right now. So in that way, Spirit's going to use their claws, right? And they're going to warn you of any danger around you. And they're going to do it in ways just like that. You need to charge, Sherry. The light just went out. Okay? Pull away. Get away from the energy. After this, I'm going to sage. I would advise you all to sage. And really baby yourselves. Right now, I need a drink of water. I would suggest, if you guys are sitting there and you have water in your presence, take a really big, long drink of it. Also ask for Spirit to give you an extra measure of strength and healing energy. I'm going to do a Reiki session on my twin and I. You might want to do a cord cutting meditation, but right now you need to charge. And your energy is being drained by someone else. I don't know who it is. I don't know what it is. It might be a situation, but you're literally being drained right now. So while that's happening, Spirit senses the danger around you. And that's one of the things that you need to know right now. So the changing that we go through, we're altering ourselves. We're choosing this. We've chosen to ascend. And we're going to be shown the ways to do this. We're going to be shown the tools we need to use to keep ourselves strong while we're doing this. We need to learn how to charge ourselves. We need to learn how to detach from people who are pulling our energy. We need to learn how to detach from people, period. We need to get away from toxic people, situations. We need to stop the toxic thinking. We need to stay away from the victim mentality, right? At this time when we're moving through this, we might be feeling vulnerable because this is new. We're not strong on our feet yet, and we're maybe feeling run down. But right now what's going on is there's a cycle of your life that has definitely ended. And you can either, we're at a place where we get that challenge. We have this, where we can choose to create our own self right now, or we can hold on to those self-limiting beliefs that we were getting sent into our, where is it? I'm trying to find it from that, the ones that were, I can't find the card, but the one that was telling us, nattering in our ear. We can either listen to the self-limiting beliefs and the questions from the people that are attaching to us, right? Or we can attach to the truth and release the attachment to what people say should be, how we should be acting. This is our choice. We get to move forward or we get to stay, going nowhere. But their change has happened. It's already happening. And right now, even though this is difficult, because anytime we move into something new, it's going to be difficult for us, right? Spirit's telling us that they're gonna not only are they gonna give us the protection that we, and tell us the things that we can use right now while we're going through this, and they'll show us in other ways the things that we can draw from, the things that we can use to empower ourselves. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna line us up with the right people. They're gonna send people to us. You're gonna have the perfect message. It's gonna show up. The perfect song's gonna come on. You're gonna bump into the perfect person, the perfect situation. That's what Spirit's telling us right now. Somebody's gonna come into our life that's gonna help us. It could be a mentor. It could be a new friend. It could be like information that you need to have in order to move forward. And it's gonna help you shift from a place of fear to a place of calm. Now, one of the main, for me, it's the crystal beryl. It's called Beryl. And it's the aquamarine crystal beryl. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Look it up on Google. I'm not going to do it for you. This is incredible. I'm on the hunt for one. I don't have one. I would have to order it online, and I don't like that because I would like to feel its energy. But if I have to, I will. At this moment, come on, show it to me. This is the crystal beryl, and it's helping you. And the message for crystal beryl is telling you that an ongoing problem or dilemma is going to be resolved in an unexpected way. And because of that, your anxiety is going to decrease. So that's the message from Beryl, but you need this crystal. Look it up on Google and ask yourself, why do I need aquamarine crystal? You do. That's just, I'm all about crystals. And anyway, so there's a piece of information that you might just get, just like that. So that's the kind of information that Spirit's going to bring to us. And it's going to focus, instead of what we're worried about, it's going to help us focus on the positive. It's going to take us away from the negative, from the fear. It's going to shift that. And it's going to shift you towards what you want to become, what you can become, away from the fear of becoming or not becoming. Whatever it is that's frightening you, whatever it is that's causing you to stall, whoever's nattering in your ear and undermining you, which ends up causing you to self-sabotage. So it's going to be worth it. So that's the last message. And then we get one little, because this is the wild card, right? So we're going to get one more. Compromise. I like compromise. I like it a lot. I do. Because we all have a different way of looking at things. We all have something else to bring to the table. We could look at things completely different, and it doesn't mean that I'm wrong or you're wrong. It just means we have something different to offer. But what this particular message means is that you are going to have to compromise on something. In order to get what you want, there's a compromise that's going to be necessary in order for you to be happy, or for you and the other person to be happy. So they want you to get real. They want you to get really, really honest on what is it that you absolutely have to have, and where would you be willing to budge? Where would you be willing to alter? Look at the corners of my mouth. It's so dry here that they're cracking. I need moisture so bad. It's driving me nuts. All night long I wake up and I slather my lips, you know? It's so dry. I'm so ready to get out of here. So the compromise might be that I might not be able to get out of California. I was literally talking about going to Sedona. I'm just like, I'm going to pack my car and get the hell out of here. I'm over it, right? Bring me the water, bring me the moisture, bring me the monsoon season. So compromise, what do you have to have? Where would you be willing to budge? Because you want to reach, now this could be in a relationship, this could be in a business, this could be in whatever it is, you know, maybe you're just being stubborn right now. So you got to get clear on what it is that you truly want, and why do you want that? Like, really be honest with yourself, you know, and don't think that what you want is not important, right? I want more sex in my life. I want to be kissing somebody. I want more money in my life. I want to be able to go on vacations. I want to be whatever. Don't feel like anything that you ask for is wrong. You have to be honest, because that's what you want. So maybe to somebody else that doesn't matter, but to you it does, right? I want a conversation. I want friends. I want good friends. I want friends that I connect with, that I feel comfortable with, that I can be myself with. I want to dance, right? I want to go be able to dance. I want to sing. I want that. These are things that are important to me. They may not be important to you, but they are to me. So when you allow yourself to become clear on what you want, then the universe knows how to help you. Then they can start bringing towards you what it is that you're asking for. The more detail that you can get, the better. And then when you figure out what you want, then you realize what you don't want, right? So that'll help you, because sometimes people don't know, well, I don't know what I don't want. Well, what do you want? I don't know what I want. Well, it's probably easier to figure out what you don't want, right? So if you get clear on what you don't want, then you know what you want. So be open to cooperating. Be open to seeing things from somebody else's perspective. And if you need help with that, because sometimes we do, if a situation's been difficult and you need to compromise with somebody who's been a pain in the ass, I need help. I ask Spirit to hold my tongue. I have had angels pull my tongue, literally hold it back. I know they are. I ran into somebody on Sunday. It was really, really a big deal. And the only word that came out of my mouth was wow. I literally had myriads of angels holding my tongue. I know that for a fact. Sometimes we need that. So we have to, at least at this point, allow ourselves to hear the other person out. Hear it out, you know, and then make sure that you're allowed to be heard out as well. And when you can come to a compromise on what you feel, and that way they get something, you get something, you both kind of give it, you're learning to give and take, because you have to have an equal give and take as well. It can't be all one way. It's about balance. Everything is about balance, right? It's about respecting everybody's feelings. It's about respecting everyone's opinion, their viewpoints, and we don't all have the same viewpoint. And sometimes that's hard, especially for people who live on their own, who don't have to take anybody else into consideration, right? I've been alone for 11 years, and now all of a sudden I have to take somebody else into consideration. That can be hard, right? Maybe you've been alone your whole life, you've never been married, and all of a sudden you're thinking about a relationship, and now it's got to be, they've got to be taken into consideration. Yes, compromise is necessary. Okay, and then our last is this. Your life is coming together now. Yay! Because you're willing to compromise, because you're ascending, because you're stepping outside of your box. You're stopping listening to what everybody else has to say. You're hearing what your own higher self has to say, and you're embracing your truth. And because of that, and you're accepting Spirit's help and guidance, and you're accepting the love that's being poured upon you, your life is coming together now. So that's it. That's it. We're all done. Great. I'm glad that it resonates. All right, you guys. Your best friend and you are having strange issues. She keeps triggering me to be angry, and then she avoids you. You know what? She's being passive-aggressive. She wants you to carry it. So ignore it. Cut out. Stop in Minnesota on your way and spend the night. Minnesota, on my way to Sedona? You're very welcome. Okay, you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for being here with me. It helped me. It did. You know, I'm glad that we got to connect. I know I was a little bit crusty. I got to think about that. Who's crusty in SpongeBob? Isn't there somebody called Krusty in SpongeBob? SpongeBob SquarePants? There's a message in that. I gotta look it up. Hold on. It's all for all of us. Krusty. Krusty in SpongeBob SquarePants. Think about SquarePants. They're not very comfortable, right? The guy's a square. He doesn't look outside the box. Come on, I want to know it. Krusty and SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, come on. Can anybody help me? It's the crab? Oh, wow. That's a loud message. It's the Cancer. So somebody is a Cancer. I already got that. The person, this issue that's going on, it's a Cancer person. It's somebody with a zodiac sign Cancer. And what's interesting about that is my mom was a Cancer, the crab, Krusty. So, what was his deal? What was Krusty the Crab? What was his deal? Krusty the Crab. And I said I was being crusty. So the way I was acting, the crankiness, that was the mother. That was that energy. And you don't want that energy. And this is scary. It's like, you know what? Ugh. You don't want this. I'm not like this very often. I'm telling you, though, when you push me and push me and push me and attack me and attack me and attack me, this is what happens. It comes out. Okay, so right now, for some weird reason, they're telling me, okay, Krusty the Crab, let's do it. What do you want to tell us about Krusty the Crab? There's a reason for this. This is so stupid, but there is a reason for it. And my internet is going like molasses. See, I get hit with Mercury retrograde way earlier than anybody else. It's so weird. Can anybody tell me the story of Krusty the Crab? What is his problem? Because clearly he's got a problem. Because I wouldn't have said I was Krusty the Crab. That's so funny, being that my mother was the Cancer. Krusty the Crab. Can you please bring this up? Why is this just buffering? No internet connection. That's not true. I can see it right in front of me. Krusty Krab restaurant. Okay, I don't eat fish. Krusty Krab restaurant. Krabby Patties, right? The Krabby Patties? Krabby Patties. Okay, so what I'm getting is it's not his natural mother. It's the soul family mother. The soul family mother. Okay, that's what I'm getting. So that's good to know. Owned by a greedy crab. Yes, the mother. And she's greedy. And she wants his money. And that's why I get it. That's it. Ooh, not good. The Cancer the crab is the greedy one. Wow. He's a sensitive water sign. Is it a boy? So is it, you know how I was saying I kept getting that I've got this gay man? I felt like a gay man was following me. I wonder if it's the Cancer crab. I don't know. And then owned by a greedy crab. Sensitive water sign. Well, my twin's a sensitive water sign. So am I. Cancer the crab. Greedy. My twin's not greedy. He's very generous. But somebody in his life is a Cancer and they're very greedy. And they act like their mother. So it's probably not a real mother. It's his brother. All right. That's the message. I needed to get that. And it's not giving me anything more. So thank you for that. For letting me know that. So it's kind of like going back to what you already know, right? You already know what you know what you know. So don't let anybody talk you out of it. So it wasn't the mother. I like to know that. Because I like to think that the mother is awesome, you know? I already knew that the brother is a shit. And I don't know that it's a natural brother. Could be somebody he calls a brother, but he's a greedy bastard. And he wants to run the show. And he talks shit. Okay. That's it, you guys. I should probably end things on a more positive note, right? So let's ask for something sweet. Let's ask for something sweet. This is funny. This is really funny. Emotions. See the moon? The moon always talks about secrets being revealed. Which is, I've just revealed them to my twin. Secrets being revealed. Also talks about paying attention to your intuition, right? Trust what you're getting. That's what we got in this whole reading. Trust what you're picking up. You're not wrong. You keep getting the same. I keep getting it over and over again. This brother is a rat. Over and over from the very beginning. I told him he's going to try and steal something that is yours. It's your brother. But guess this. I said, we need to end things on a positive note, right? We need to keep it light and happy. But the message to this is, you are awash with unexpressed emotions. Say exactly what you feel. It is safe for you to speak your truth. So there you go. Sometimes we have to speak for other people. Have you ever noticed that? In a partnership? Sometimes it's not easy for the other person to speak, and sometimes we need to. So I'm the mouthpiece. But I'm not feeling angry. If you guys gave me a shot in the arm, better than a B12. Yeah. I say let's detach from the Krusty the crab, the cranky, greedy crab. Let's detach from that. That's what I'll be working on tonight. All right, you guys, I love you. Thank you for joining. You rock. I'll upload this and you can watch it back, and I hope it has been helpful. We'll do a live meetup soon when I will ask you guys who wants to have a reading. It's not happening tonight because I need to recharge. But you know, you got a lot of these messages. You got to choose yourself too. So, all right, you guys. I love. Oh, I love all the hearts. I know that there's always a delay. There's always like a 5-minute delay. And I usually am gone by the time the hearts all start coming. Yay. Okay. I love you. Bye. How do I finish? Done.